mom's clock. So, good morning. Well, good afternoon. I got on here a little prematurely. Don't even have my mic set up. So, let me go ahead and do that right now. Oh, hold on. But, whew, good afternoon. I'm sorry if this sound, let me mute this. I was just so excited. I was just so excited for today. I couldn't help myself but to jump on here before class. So it's only 11:58. So we got 2 minutes. So before people start trickling in, this is chair yoga. So you're going to need a chair. And I would suggest a chair with no sides because we will be doing some like seated warrior and different poses. So yeah, I would suggest using a chair that does not have any sides on it. And if you are using a wheelchair, let me catch my breath. If you are using a wheelchair, I would suggest locking your wheels and putting a yoga mat under your seat so that your seat doesn't move around. And yeah, I think that's it. I think those are all my suggestions for chairs today. So yeah, grab a water if you need one. And once it hits noon, we'll get started. It's 11:59. I don't plan on being here too long, but I don't know. We'll see what the vibe is. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Let me think if there's anything else I need to move. I see there's a plant poking in the camera. Okay. All right, so today is day 30 of Gentle January. I am Misha, Yoga Mish. I'm a 200-hour registered yoga teacher. And today is day 30 of our Gentle January practice. So if you are new here and have not been here for the whole month, we did 30 days of yoga and meditation, a wellness practice. And it was a playlist curated by yoga practices that I taught live throughout 2024 and into this year. So today is our final 30-day practice, which is going to be a chair yoga practice for closing the month in strength. And tomorrow I will be back here for a live yoga for new beginnings class, and that will be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow here on my Pieces of Mish YouTube channel. And it is also a special day because it's my mom's birthday. Yay! My mom is 78 today, so she's here around the house. I told her, shh, be quiet because I'm teaching today. But yeah, it's her birthday, so I'm thankful to see her reach 78 years, and hopefully she has many, 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 many more. But we're going to get started. You may need blocks if your feet are not touching the ground. You may want to have some blocks, books, or a box beside you so that you can bring the ground to your feet. Please read the disclaimer before participating in this class. Listen to your body before you listen to me. And yeah, that's about it. Let me make sure okay. Had to make sure it wasn't still on mute. Whew. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I was doing a lot of running around before this, so I have to catch my breath. But we're going to get started in our seated mountain. So what that looks like is our feet flat on the ground beneath us, knees bent, sitting upright in our seat with our shoulders back, chest open, and chin slightly raised, okay? That's our seated mountain, and we're going to find this pose throughout our practice today. We'll call this our resting pose for today's chair yoga practice. So I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. If not, keep them open. But we are going to begin today's practice by connecting with our breath. So with your feet planted firmly on the ground beneath you, I invite you to notice your breath. Noticing your inhale through your nose and your gentle exhale out of your mouth. And finding that gentle inhale and exhale as you connect with your body and the ground beneath you. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite a 4-part breath into our practice. And what that looks like is inhaling through your nose for 4, holding gently at the top for 4, and then exhaling to the count of 4. And this is day 30 of our practice, so I'm not going to count it out for you. I'm going to let you count that out in your head as you participate in this 4-part breath. So beginning whenever you feel ready, you're going to inhale through your nose, hold it at the top, and then gently exhale through your nose or your mouth, whatever feels comfortable for you. So let's begin our 4-part breath. And when you're ready, once you complete a round of your 4-part breath, I invite you to bring your awareness down to your feet. And at this time, feel free to bring your breath back to your regular breathing cycle, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out of your nose or mouth. But I would encourage you to breathe in through your nose throughout your practice today. So finding your inhale and your exhale, I invite you to bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, resting on the ground beneath you. And as I mentioned before, if your feet are not touching the ground, this would be a good time to bring the ground to meet your feet. So grabbing blocks if you have them, or books, or a box, but any flat surface you can rest your feet on. I invite you to grab that now. And when you're ready, come back to your seated mountain, noticing your feet, resting on the earth beneath you. Feeling all corners of your feet on the surface. Feeling your toes and your heels on the ground. And as you inhale and exhale, I invite you to imagine roots. Roots like from an ancient tree. And those roots are connected to your feet, anchoring you down to the earth beneath you. Today's practice is for closing the month in strength. So I invite you to imagine these roots, and as you visualize them anchoring you into the earth, reminding yourself that you are strong, you are stable, and you are unmovable. And with those roots anchoring you down, on your next exhale, I invite you to visualize those roots reaching up through your foot to your ankle. And as you inhale and exhale, noticing any sensations that are showing up for you in your ankle. And allowing the energy from those roots beneath you to fill your ankle, reminding you that you are strong, you are stable, and you are unmovable. Finding your inhale and your exhale. Allow those roots to reach up from your ankle into your calf, your lower leg. Noticing any sensations that are showing up for you in that area. And seeing with every exhale, you can release any tension that you may be holding in that part of your body. Finding your inhale and your exhale. On your next exhale, I invite you to imagine those roots going up from your calf to your knees. And as you continue to breathe, noticing any sensations that may be showing up for you in your knees. And with every exhale, I invite you to release any tension that you may be holding in that area of your body, reminding yourself that you are strong, you are stable, and you are unmovable. And as you continue to breathe, on your next exhale, I invite you to allow that awareness, those roots, to rise up into your hips. Noticing any sensations that may be showing up for you in that part of your body. And with every inhale, I invite you to allow your breath to guide down in through your nose, down your throat, down your belly to your hips. And on your exhale, you release any tension that you may be holding in that area. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, I invite you to bring your awareness, those roots, allow them to rise to your belly. And maybe you place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And as you inhale and you exhale, you notice the rise of your belly and your chest on your inhale, and you notice how they contract and fall on your exhale. And as you breathe, connecting with your heart and your belly, I invite you to notice any sensations that may be showing up for you here. And with every exhale, I invite you to see if you can release any tension that you may be carrying in that part of your body. And when you're ready, on your exhale, I invite you to bring your awareness, allow those roots to rise up to your shoulders, noticing any sensations that may be showing up for you in your shoulders. And noticing if on your exhale you can soften your shoulders down, finding relaxation in your shoulders. And when you're ready, I invite you to allow those roots, allow your awareness to draw up to your face. Noticing any tension you may be holding in your face. Maybe you can relax your lips down, unclench your jaw, and allow your tongue to rest at the base of your mouth. And noticing your forehead, your eyes. Maybe if it feels safe now, you gently close your eyes. Or if not, soften your gaze down ahead of you. Relaxing your eyebrows down. Connecting with your inhale and your exhale. And when you're ready, we'll allow those roots, allow that energy to reach all the way up to the crown of our head, the top of our head. And I invite you to notice any sensations that may be showing up for you there. And as you inhale and exhale, I invite you to notice how your crown and your feet are connected by these roots. How these roots are anchoring you to the ground beneath you, reminding you that you are stable, you are strong, and you are unmovable. And if you have your hands resting, one palm on your chest and one palm on your belly, I invite you to drop your hands down to your side. And on your next inhale, we'll turn our palms to face away from us and inhale our arms up overhead. Bring your palms together to touch at the top. And on our exhale, we'll drop our palms down, our prayer pose down to meet our chest. Keeping your elbows tucked close into your body. At this time, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. We're closing the month in strength, 30 days of wellness, and I'm so proud of everyone who showed up. You can use the mantra I've been saying, I am strong, I am stable, and I am unmovable. Or you can feel free to create your own mantra that you can revisit as we move throughout our practice today. So I'm going to be quiet to give you a chance to set your intention for today's practice. Now, if you feel complete in your intention, on your next exhale, we'll exhale, releasing our hands down to our lap. And we'll begin to invite gentle movement into our practice today. So on your inhale, you'll inhale your shoulders gently up towards your ears. And on your exhale, you'll gently drop your shoulders back down to rest in a neutral position. Gently inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, gently releasing your shoulders back down. And I invite you to continue this movement according to your own breath, gently inhaling your shoulders up, and on the exhale, gently dropping your shoulders down. So finding that gentle movement according to your own breath cycle. And when you're ready, if you haven't done so already, I invite you to introduce shoulder rolls into your practice. So we'll inhale our shoulders gently up to our ears. And on the exhale, we'll roll our shoulders back behind us like we're trying to bring our shoulder blades to touch, and then allowing them to rest back into our neutral position. So inhale your shoulders gently up towards your ears, and exhale, gently rolling your shoulders back behind you, allowing them to rest in a neutral position. And I invite you to continue your shoulder rolls according to your own breath, inhaling them up, and on the exhale, rolling them back down behind you. And as you do your shoulder rolls, I invite you to notice any spaces where you may be holding tension in your body, and seeing if you can soften your fingers on your lap, soften your toes as they rest on the ground. And when you're ready, if you haven't done so already, I invite you to rotate your shoulder rolls in the opposite direction by inhaling your shoulders up, and on the exhale, dropping your shoulders to fall in front of you. Inhale your shoulders up, and on the exhale, you're rolling your shoulders in front of you. And continuing that gentle movement in your shoulders according to your own breath. Good job. And remembering that you can find stillness in your seated mountain whenever you're ready. And when you're ready, I invite you to finish up your last round of shoulder rolls and meet me in your seated mountain with your shoulders in a neutral position. Good job, everyone. And when you're ready, we'll inhale our arms up overhead. And exhale, allow our hands to drop down to our side. Inhaling our arms up. And exhale, dropping your hands to your side. And we'll inhale our arms up one more time. And this time on the exhale, we'll exhale, let our palms come to rest on the top of our thighs. And from here, we'll introduce some seated cat-cows into our practice. So I'm going to scooch towards the end of my seat to give me a little more space. Before our seated cat-cows, with our hands resting on our thighs, feet flat on the ground, sitting upright in our chair, finding our seated mountain. On our inhale, we're going to inhale, opening up through our chest, letting our chin raise slightly, tucking our pelvis out, finding our cat, maybe. I think this is a cat. And on our exhale, we're going to curl our shoulders in, tucking our pelvis in, letting our head and shoulders hang heavy. Cow. So inhaling, opening up from our chest, poking our tail out, arching our back, finding a slight raise in our chin, cat. Exhale, curling our back in, letting our head and shoulders hang heavy, tucking our pelvis in, cow. And I invite you to continue those seated cat cows according to your own breath. Good job. And remembering that you can find stillness in your seated mountain whenever you're ready. Good job. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness together in our seated mountain. Connecting with our breath, finding our inhale and our exhale. We'll invite a gentle twist, a seated twist into our practice. So if your hands are resting on your lap, allowing your hands to drop down to your sides, turning your palms to face outward. Inhale, your palms up overhead, and on the exhale, we're going to turn to the right side of our body and allow our left hand to rest on the outside of our right thigh and bring our right hand, it can be beside us or behind us, wherever we want to rest it on our chair for our twist. And once we find where we want our hands, we'll take an inhale together. And on the exhale, we'll turn into our twist, looking over that back shoulder. And as we're in our twist, noticing the space between our back shoulder and our chin. And maybe on every exhale, we soften our shoulder down. Noticing our feet planted firmly on the ground, and also noticing where we can soften in this twist. Can we soften our fingers as they rest on our leg? Oh, excuse me, I burped. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll exhale, turning only our head to look over our front shoulder. Good job. And when you're ready, on our exhale, turning only our head to look back over that back shoulder. And then we'll prepare to come out of our twist. On our next inhale, we'll inhale our arms back up overhead, coming to the front. And on our exhale, we'll forward fold any amount, keeping our back straight and letting our head hang heavy in our forward fold. And on your next inhale, inhale and gently walk your hands back up your body till you're back in your seated mountain. And from here, we're going to do that same twist on the opposite side. So inhaling our palms up overhead, and on our exhale, we'll turn to our left side, letting our right hand rest on the outside of our left leg, our left thigh, and bring our right hand to rest on the back or side of our chair, whatever feels comfortable in your body. And once you find where you're going to be putting your hand on your chair, we'll take an inhale together. And on the exhale, we'll turn into our twist, looking over our back shoulder. Good job. And noticing if on every exhale you can soften your shoulder down, your back shoulder down, noticing the space between your chin, looking over your back shoulder, making sure you're not crunching, but offering yourself space and expansion in your twist. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, I invite you to exhale, moving only your head to look over your front shoulder. Good job. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, turning only your head, we're going to turn our head to look back over that back shoulder. Remembering to breathe, finding your inhale and your exhale. And when you're ready, we'll prepare to come out of our twist by inhaling our arms back overhead, coming to front and center. And on the exhale, we'll forward fold any amount, letting our head hang heavy in your fold. And on your next inhale, we'll gently walk your hands back up your body until you're in an upright position. Good job, everybody. So connecting with our breath, finding our inhale and our exhale. On your next inhale, I invite you to gently raise your right foot up off the ground. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your left ankle to cross over your right thigh. And we'll find it gentle, seated, figure four, opening in our hips. So sitting upright in our seat, we're going to take our right elbow, and on our exhale, we're just going to gently put some pressure on the inside of our right knee, opening up through our hips, keeping a slight flex in your right ankle towards your body, and just gently giving some pressure, opening up your right hip. Making sure you're breathing as you do this. And when you're ready, on your exhale, we'll release, sitting back upright. And when you're ready, we'll do that again, taking an inhale together. And on your exhale, we'll take our right elbow to the inside of our right knee and gently put some pressure, opening up through our hips, connecting with your inhale and your exhale. Remembering that you can come out of this whenever you feel ready. And when you're ready, we'll exhale, release that pressure, sit up. Good job. And we'll do that one more time on this side. Exhale, letting our right elbow come inside of our right knee. And we'll gently apply some pressure, opening up through our hip. Remembering to breathe and allowing our inhale to come all the way down through our body to our hips. And on our exhale, we're releasing that tension that we're holding in our right hip. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, release that pressure, sitting upright in our seat. Inhale, release that right ankle from our left thigh. And exhale, drop our right foot back down to the ground. Good job. And before we do the other side, I invite you to notice. Notice in your body. Notice if you're feeling a difference on your right side versus your left side. Having done that stretch, just notice as you inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to do that on the other side. So inhaling that left foot up off the ground. And on your exhale, bring your left ankle across over your right thigh, keeping a slight flex in your left ankle, flexing your left foot towards your left ankle. And we're going to find that same hip opener on this side. So taking your left elbow and gently placing it on the inside of your left knee. And on your exhale, we'll lean into it, giving it just a little pressure, opening up on the left side of our body. Remembering to inhale and exhale as you hold this. And knowing that you can release anytime you feel. And on your next exhale, we'll release that pressure, sit back upright in our seat. And then we'll prepare to do that again. On our next exhale, we'll take our left elbow, placing it inside of our left knee, and we'll exhale, applying some pressure, opening up through that left side of our body. Keeping that slight flex in your left foot towards your left ankle and breathing. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll release that pressure, sit back upright. Connect back with our breath. And we'll do that one more time on this side. So taking our left elbow, placing it inside of our left knee. And on our exhale, we'll apply some gentle pressure to the inside of our knee, opening up through the left side of our hips. Remembering to breathe, finding your inhale and your exhale. Good job. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll release, coming back into our upright position. Inhale, releasing that left ankle from our right thigh, and exhale, dropping our left foot back down to the ground. Good job, everyone. And when you're ready, we'll inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, allowing your hands to slide up your shins, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, forward fold any amount. Inhaling our arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, allowing your hands to slide up your shins, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, forward fold any amount. Inhale your arms back up overhead. Exhale, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, allowing your shoulders to be away from your ears. And exhale, forward fold any amount. Good job. And on your next inhale, we'll inhale and gently walk our hands up our body to find our seated mountain pose. Y'all are doing amazing. And then from our seated mountain, we're going to do a seated warrior 2. So what that looks like, I may have to move this plant. It was cute for the practice, but I need some spice. But before that, I'm going to take a sip of water. So feel free, if you have water, to take a sip. So to do our seated warrior, let's start turn to the side. So we'll turn to the right side of our chair, okay? You may need to scoot a little more towards the end of your chair. And keeping this right foot in front of you, right knee bent, we're going to take our left leg and open it. So we could heel toe, heel toe. You can have it here. So this can be the base of your seated warrior. You can open it more here. This can be the base of your seated warrior. Excuse me. Or you can extend that left foot, toes facing ahead of you, foot flat on the ground, keeping this right knee bent, keeping your torso facing front, and tucking your pelvis in. And then from here, we'll take our hands, extend them out beside us, noticing the space between your ears and shoulders, dropping our shoulders down, and looking over our right fingertips. You're in your seated warrior 2. Good job. And we'll hold this warrior 2 as we inhale and exhale, remembering our mantra, I am stable, I am strong, and I am unmovable. Good job, everyone. And when you're ready, we'll reverse that warrior by turning our right palm to face up towards the sky. And we'll exhale, leaning back, reaching up towards the sky, letting that left hand rest on our left leg, reversing our warrior. Connecting with your breath, remembering to keep your pelvis tucked inward. We're not poking out, but we're keeping it tucked. And we're breathing. And when you're ready, we'll exhale back up to our warrior 2. Looking over that right hand, looking at our right fingertips. And on our exhale, we'll drop our hands down and we'll heel toe that left foot back to front and center. And then we'll heel toe that right foot back to front and center. Good job. And then now that we did it on one side, we have to do it on the other side. So doing that same way, turning to the left side of our chair. And you can heel toe your right foot, keeping your left leg bent in front of, to the left side of your chair. You can heel toe your right leg here. And this can be the foundation of your warrior 2. Or you can heel toe here. And this can be your warrior 2. Or you can extend your left leg out, foot flat on the ground, toes facing ahead of you, keeping your torso to the front, having your left leg bent to the side. Warrior 2. Now we'll introduce our arms, extending our arms beside us, out beside us, looking over our left fingertips. Warrior 2. You're in your seated warrior 2. Good job. Remembering to breathe, inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to reverse that warrior by flipping our left palm up towards the sky. And on the exhale, we'll lean back, reaching towards the sky, letting our right hand rest on our right leg. Reversing your warrior. Good job, everybody. Connecting with your inhale and your exhale, remembering you are strong, you are stable, and you are unmovable. And on your next exhale, we'll flip that palm back down and come back down into our warrior two. And when you're ready, we'll exhale our hands down. We'll heel toe this right foot back to the front of our chair, and we'll heel toe our left foot back to the front of our chair, finding our seated mountain pose. Good job, everybody. All right, where are we in time? 46 minutes. Well, I did start 5 minutes early. All right. But coming back into our seated mountain, we're going to prepare to close out our practice today. So connecting with your inhale and your exhale. I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart center. Whether this was your first time participating in this practice, or if you've been here for All Gentle January 30 days, I want you to take this time to offer yourself gratitude for showing up. If you showed up for all 30 days, thank yourself. If you showed up for 29 days, thank yourself. If you showed up for 2 days, thank yourself. Because those were the days that you offered yourself the space to connect with your breath and with your body. So as you inhale and exhale, I invite you to revisit that mantra or that intention you set for your practice today. Knowing that you are stable, you are strong, and you are unmovable. And that this 30-day practice helped you connect to know your strength and know that you can move forward in your full potential. So when you're ready, on your inhale, we'll inhale, opening our arms up wide. And on your exhale, give yourself a big hug, finding a gentle sway in your hug, showing yourself gratitude. And maybe you whisper to yourself, thank you. Thank you. Thank your body for carrying you through this practice, for carrying you through this life. Thank you. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness. And we'll inhale, opening our arms up wide. And then we'll exhale, finding another hug, bringing our opposite arm on the top. And you'll find that gentle sway once again in your practice. Thanking yourself for offering yourself this practice today. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness. And we'll inhale, opening our arms up wide. And on the exhale, we'll drop our hands back down to our lap. And when you're ready, we'll inhale our arms up overhead, bringing our palms together to touch. And on the exhale, we'll bring our palms together to rest on our chest, on our sternum. Thank you all for practicing with me today and allowing me to guide you through this chair practice for closing the month in strength. This was our 30th practice in our Gentle January wellness journey. And just a reminder, I will be live tomorrow, January 31st at 9 a.m. for Yoga for New Beginnings. So as we close this chapter in our practice, we invite another one. So thank you all for joining me today. Let's take an inhale together. And on the exhale, we'll forward fold any amount. Inhaling back up to an upright position. And on the exhale, we'll drop our hands down to rest on our lap. So thank you all for joining me so much today. This was Chair Yoga for closing the month in strength, day 30 of Gentle January. Feel free to check out the Gentle January playlist. I'm going to link it in the description box because I'm pretty sure I probably didn't. But yeah, y'all, we 30 for 30. We 30 for 30. We did it. We did it. So I'm proud. And I hope that you all are proud of yourselves for offering yourselves this journey into wellness. And I hope that you continue this practice as you move forward. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye. I'm Misha. And be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment below if you feel like this practice was useful, and share it. Share it with your friends. You know, share it with people. Share it widely. This is wellness, and you know, it's free. So I appreciate you all for allowing me and trusting me to help guide you on this journey into your wellness practice. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I hope everyone has a great day, had a great January, and I'll catch you here tomorrow, 9 a.m. live for Yoga for New Beginnings. Bye.